Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our today's motions is this house believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry, and our argument stands because we need to argue about the beauty standards that has been argued by the opponents opinion. The opponent's opinion said that the beauty standard produce the quality that the society in Korean industry wants, and the opponent said about the options. Well, there's actually no options about beauty standards. There are no options or preferences when we're talking about beauty standards, and we should fight back. We should fight back for the beauty standards. And also, the opponent's team said about the market needs. The market is basically made by society itself. So the way of thinking, the understanding of beauty standard, if this kind of understanding of beauty standard is widely spread to the society, it will make it hard. It will make it hard for the feminists to make the movement of fighting the beauty standard, and there will be so many people to get harmed by this. And by making this feminist movement of fighting the beauty standard or the image, the body image or the physical image of the K-pop industry, we can fight the perspective of beauty standards, and there are no more people to get harmed. And also the opponent's team said about the patriarchal society. Patriarchal society is such as giving the same opportunity to women and men in society. We believe in equal rights for women and men. And if we're talking about patriarchal society in K-pop industry, in K-pop idol industry, it is one of the thing feminists in status quo giving movement to. There are feminists who are fighting so good in this patriarchal society. We should fight patriarchal because we want to give the same opportunity to women and men in all public areas. And also, they mentioned about K-pop industry is same as Western industry. For some points, it's not the same. For K-pop industry and Western industry is different because why? K-pop, which is in Korea, they have the conservative society, and in Western, it is more like liberal society where everyone can do anything they want, and no one will get judged about their body image, about their physical appearance or something. And we should agree that everyone is beautiful in their own way, and we should praise the uniqueness individuals have in every individual's have. And if we're talking about human rights, we all have human rights. We all should all feel confident by ourselves, and everyone has the right to choose for whatever they want to be, whatever they want to look, and also for example, there's K-pop idols. Her name is Jessie. She's a Korean American rapper, and she fight beauty standards. Why? Because if you get to know Jessie, she has a different type of beauty that many Korean people have in general. Jessie have more dark skin than the usual K-pop idols, and Yeah, what did she got? She got bullied in Korean by Korean society, but she fight back and stand fierce. And I think that's what we need. We need to fight back the beauty standards, and we need to stand with Jesse's movement. And also, we're talking about hate comments. It happens to K-pop idols. They are not fulfilling what society want. If society are receiving something they are not comfortable with, such as K-pop idols with darker skin, the K-pop idols will more likely to get hate comments. And what is the impact of these hate comments? Yes, they are not acceptable in society, and they are it is raising the number of suicide and also raising the number of plastic surgery in Korea. And yeah, K-pop idols tend to require to look fine in society, in public, and they can express such as sadness, anger, and so on. And that's why we should fight with feminists to fight and to be with this movement. And yeah, that's what we need. We need to fight back. So feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Thank you.
Okay, I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. So, talking about beauty standard of K-pop industry. Well, the K-pop industry is leading into an extremely insane beauty standard. For example, you cannot look too thin, you cannot look too thick. And let me giving you actual cases. The first one is Kyla from Briston. If you know her, she has a not as slim as the other members. Like, she is not a pure Korean, so she have different genes, and she's being bullied. When the president giving a press conference for the comeback, the people taking picture of the ladies, the girls, but not with Kyla. When Kyla pass and doing poses to get to be captured, there's no one take a photo of her, and it make her really sad, and she take the hiatus until the disband of Briston. And the second case, actual cases is Lisa from Blackpink. She's really get a lot of hate comment, a lot of bully, because every people say she's too skinny. But so this K-pop industry is making a nonsense beauty standard that beauty standard is different from other people. Beauty standard is like that. I think, like my speaker said before, that we have to break the beauty standard, but the K-pop industry is leading them to make like a nonsense beauty standard. And the speaker before said that the K-pop industry is just opening a new preference of beauty standard, but that opening option is giving them a lead to a nonsense beauty standard. So that's why we have to oppose the K-pop industry, and not only because of beauty standard. The K-pop industry is also sometimes make a woman as an object, like they sometimes given an uncomfortable outfit, like Joy from Red Velvet are giving to short skirt, or Irene from Red Velvet, or maybe like Nancy from Momoland and Yeonwoo when they're using a very short of shorts that literally showing a bit of their body, and it's really comfortable. They often put it down their shorts, so it doesn't show a lot. And if you know a girl group called Stellar, they also given a an insane sexy concept that they don't want to do, but they have to do because the K-pop industry is really hard to be reached. So because their concept before doesn't acceptable in the K-pop industry, they trying a new concept like sexy concept, and the concept is like full girl, really full girl, like the lyrics, the MVs, the outfits. It's really nonsense, and they not uncomfortable, and they uncomfortable with that. And years later, they speak up about it that they actually don't want to do it, but they have to do it. So that's why we, as the government team, as the feminists, have to strongly oppose the K-pop industry, because not only leading into an insane beauty standard, but K-pop industry it's also problematic, and because Korea is still like a patriarchy, still using the patriarchal concept. So some of the boys are treated more good, but then the girl groups are often getting like ignored more than the boy groups. So that's why you have to oppose the K-pop industry. Thank you.